What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of the QPR Career Mode. Today we have another 3 Premier League matches. First one against Aston Villa, who came up with us from the Championship last season. Automatically they were pretty clear the best team in the division last year, and a team who we didn't actually beat last season. I believe we lost away at Villa Park, and then we drew back at Loftus Road, or the Kian Prince Foundation, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, obviously we strengthened a lot in the summer though, so it wouldn't be a bad time to get our first win. But I have decided to up the difficulty to legendary for all matches because Harris said to, and I was like, yeah, probably should. And straight away Villa had a chance here. Was Wesley, who was by far the top scorer in the Championship last season. Had a good chance there. Luckily Roberts managed to save it, and Villa didn't do anything with the corner. And 10 minutes later we had a chance here. Dorison on the right wing, cut inside. De La Vega was in the middle, and for some reason he shot on his left foot, and because of that the shot went quite far wide, unfortunately. Villa then had a chance in the 25th minute. Roberts again made another good save. But Villa had a corner here, put in. Roberts managed to half get it away, and Manning here took the ball trying to launch a counter-attack, but he went backwards trying to find a pass, and he played it straight to their player, and he played it through to Cornet, who put Villa 1-0 up. And it looked like we were gonna have another match against Villa where we wouldn't be able to win, and that was just terrible from Manning. Like, I put him into midfield because obviously Camavinga's injured and his stats suggest he's a pretty good midfielder, and I decided to put Fanning at left back to try and give him some game time. But Manning really should have done a lot better there. Morris as well should have done better from that shot. He should have levelled it there, but from the goal kick, Villa obviously booting it up. De La Vega got the ball, played it to Doris, and he played it to Morris, who pressured the defender. It fell to De La Vega. Morris took it around the defender, still had it here, and he played it to Eze, who turned amazingly and just finessed it into the bottom corner. What a goal that was, to level the game up, make it 1-1 just before half time. And yeah, he made up for Morris's miss just a few minutes before. Went into half time at 1-1, and based on the stats it was pretty even. I'd say a 1-1 at half time was fair. Villa were pretty good, we were alright as well, so yeah, I thought it was fair. But Villa here playing the ball around really nicely. Trezeguet banged it on his left foot straight into the corner, and that was a really nice goal. You can't really do anything about that, can't blame Roberts, he's obviously already made a couple of good saves. And on his left foot, Trezeguet, the Egyptian winger, just smashed it in, and that was such a good strike. Like, what a goal. Fortunately though, that meant that Villa were 2-1 up, and we had to try and equalise again. But Villa had a chance here to make it 3-1, and Dika gave the ball away. Wesley had the shot, I think, and Roberts made the save again. He's really kept us in this game, to be fair to him. From the corner though, Villa couldn't do anything. And in the 88th minute, De La Vega here had a chance. He was tackled, but the shot from Dilrosun should have gone in. He shot on his right foot, and the keeper saved it. I thought it just went straight over first when it first happened, but evidently the keeper saved it. Thought that was the last chance of the game. But in the 95th minute, Roberts here got the ball, pinged it out to Leku, who came on off the bench, who ran down this left wing. And there's only going to be 3 minutes of added time, but in the 97th minute, Leko played it to Chair, who banged it in on his left foot. What a goal, what a time to level the match. And I will admit, we got very lucky that the ref didn't just blow the whistle when Roberts had the ball. And we also got lucky that Roberts pinged such a nice ball to Leko, because a lot of the time that would have just gone out, and Leko did really well to just run down the wing. Chair was in a lot of space in the middle, and obviously Leko being a former West Brom player, he'd be happy to get an assist against Villa, especially in the circumstances, you know, very late on, denied them the win. So I think, you know, he'll be happy with that. Based on the stats, again, it was pretty even. Villa were a good team in that match, and yeah, it was nice to keep our unbeaten run going. Leicester lost to United there. I know it happened in real life, just in case Harris noticed that. Okay, Harris, I've acknowledged it, so it's fine. Obviously, it was unfortunate that United snuck into the top four. I really wanted Leicester to do it. I just don't want United in the Champions League, but it's happened, which is unfortunate. Also, speaking of unfortunate, Bournemouth technically went down because of the Hawkeye mistake from Villa. Yeah, in that Villa v Sheffield United match, where obviously Sheffield United were denied a clear goal, and it was kind of peak because Villa would have gone down if that had like actually stood as a goal, which it should have. So yeah, commiserations to Bournemouth. Obviously, we play them next. It's kind of weird how we play Villa and then Bournemouth back to back. But yeah, we had our scouts come back with a few players. Obviously, trying to get our youth team to be as good as it can be. Obviously, we now have the maximum level scouts. So we have already seen the benefits because we've got a lot of good players coming through there. But yeah, before the big game against Manchester City, we had a game against Bournemouth. We were at home for this one, and Bournemouth were a team who were in the relegation zone coming into this match. So obviously we were in the Champions League spots. So I was expecting a win here. It's mad how well we've done this season though. Like we haven't even been convincingly better than most teams, which is the mad thing. Like a lot of them have been very even, and we've just hit them on the break or something a few times. We're quite clinical, I would say, and Roberts is very good in between the sticks as well. And we had the first chance of the game here in the 15th minute. Ezzy had the ball, looking for Morris again, who had the shot, and he scored once again. Such a good debut Premier League season for this man. Little Johnny scoring again. Him and Ezzy have really sparked up a nice relationship, and they're always scoring and assisting each other. And again, it happened here. 8th goal of the season already for Morris. And we went 1-0 up, but just before half time, Bournemouth here played some pretty nice passes, and somehow Stanislas got ahead of Bogle for that cross. I don't get how that happened. Like clearly, all Bogle had to do is touch it. It probably was a foul if I'm going to be honest. Bogle he kicked it through his legs, but the ball was on the other side. I don't know. It's weird. Didn't make any sense. But straight away, I was pissed. I was like, how has that gone in? I wanted to get back in front. So Dorison ran down this right wing, and he got a penalty. Was it a penalty? I think it was a penalty. You could say he got the ball, but he clearly took out the guy as well. So yeah, went bottom left obviously for Harris, as he took the penalty, and he scored. So instantly we went 2-1 up after being pegged back. And that was really nice. Obviously, Bournemouth thought that they would have the momentum coming into second half. We just killed it off straight away and took it back. Yeah, Martin Tyler says as he's missed one before. He has. We've missed quite a few penalties this season, but now we're starting to score them as well, which is nice. And we went into half-time 2-1 up because Bournemouth didn't really have any time to do anything. At the end of the half, the ref just blew the whistle after they kicked off. And based on the half-time stats, I'd say we were slightly the better team. Bournemouth didn't really create a lot of chances, but in the second half they just banged a shot in at the near post. Rebic, a former AC Milan player, good goal. Like to be fair, he hit that with a lot of power, but at the near post, you could ask some questions of Roberts. Maybe he should be saving that. And yeah, Bournemouth leveled it again. Clearly they wanted to cause an upset here. Only his first goal of the season as well. But a few minutes later, they gave the ball away to Morris, who played it back to Ezzy. He played it back through to Morris, and on his weaker left foot, his two-star left foot, he banged. Well, I say he banged it. He tapped it in, just got the slightest touch on it, and it went past the keeper. We took the lead again, 3-2. We were the better team, and I was slightly worried that Bournemouth would just keep leveling it, but that was a really nice, counter, I guess, because they just gave us the ball. Morris had another chance not too long after. Keeper made a good save and he kept hold of it. Could have been his hat-trick there for Morris. He had another one here, but he shot the shot so wide. It was a really wild attempt. Could have, banged it into the corner, but it was pretty terrible. And Bournemouth here had a chance as well. I was afraid of them scoring late on, and they almost did, but they headed the ball over from the cross, and that is how the game would end. Obviously, we definitely deserved the 3 points from this one. This was a game where we were by far the better team. I did say earlier on that we hadn't really dominated the team. Well, this time we did, and we got our reward, we got our win. It was a lot more tense than I would have liked it to be. It probably should have been a 2-3 goal win, but it's a dub's a dub, we'll take it. Obviously, with Camavinga being injured, we're giving a few more chances to our younger players, mainly Fanning and Collins, who will be playing in the next game against City, because Fanning wasn't amazing. And yeah, I just decided to put Collins at right back and move Bogle over to left back. Like, I don't really care about what foot a fullback can use. To be honest, I never cross the ball anyway, so I don't think it's a big deal. And Collins, I think, has been the better of the two, based on he's contributed to some goals, not just this season but also last season when I gave him a chance. And yeah, City, this was a game where I felt we could be beaten quite convincingly, just due to them being so dominant. They had actually dropped points the match before this for the first time. They had a perfect record before. They beat Liverpool at Anfield. And yeah, I wasn't feeling good coming into this game. Manchester City have a very good team. Still got Aguero there. They got Sula at the back. They did have Vertonghen though, who was quite slow and I would say a weakness in that team if you were to look at it before the match. But it's still Manchester City. They still have Kevin De Bruyne, the best midfielder in the world. And straight away from kickoff, Manchester City were attacking with Mahrez down the right wing. He put the ball in to Sergio Aguero, who volleyed it into the back of the net. And once again, it was just a really nice finish. The way he struck that, the technique he used was mad, to be honest. And we conceded straight away, which was not ideal. I felt we probably could have done more to prevent that. Maybe someone should have got in front of Aguero to prevent the ball getting to him. And from kickoff, obviously we were trying to equalise, but Collins gave the ball away, and Manchester City were coming forward again. Morris had the ball down this right wing. He kept it in. He cut inside, or tried to. He eventually got past Bogle. He got past Manning as well, and he just smashed it into the back of the net. And we were 2-0 down after 6 minutes. And I was expecting to get battered by Manchester City. I wasn't expecting to be 2-0 down after 6 minutes. I was expecting, maybe at half time being 2-0. That wouldn't be too bad. 6 minutes. And I was scared at this point. I was like, oh no, we might get smashed bad. But obviously when you're losing, you need your captain to step up. Ezzy, who was captain in this game, stepped up and not equalised. He got a goal back for us after a Morris assist. He had the ball here again from Dilrosun pass, and this time he did get the equaliser. He cut back with a drag back, really nice, just sent the defender, couldn't turn quick enough as he could, and he just smashed it into the top corner. Really, really good finish. And Edison was disappointed. As you can see here, he was shaking his head. He couldn't believe that. It's a really good goal though. He got the ball, bang, loads of space, and smashed it into the top corner to level it after 24 minutes. So we pegged Manchester City back in, a really unexpected fashion. And just before halftime, we had a chance at Dilrosun running down the right wing again. He hit the post and it fell to Morris, and we were 2-0 down after just 6 minutes. But we went into half-time 3-2 up. Football is really unpredictable. The Premier League is really unpredictable, and this QPR team is just really threatening on the counter-attack. Just so much pace. And this was the definition of a smash and grab. We had 3 shots on target, we scored 3 goals. Manchester City had 7 shots on target and they scored 2. And they had another chance there with David Silva, shot on his right foot, and Roberts managed to get the ball away. Collins here made a really good tackle in the 60th minute. He ran down the right wing. He scored, or he got a similar assist here in a position like this last season. And once again, it looked like could it happen again? Dilrosun here had the ball, and indeed it could happen again. He ran down the wing again, and he just finessed it into the far corner. Went in off the post to make it 4-2 against Manchester City away. I know they don't get many fans in real life, but it looks pretty packed here. Collins, again, like I said before, has just been better than Fanning, I think. So for the remainder of Camavinga's injury, I probably will play Collins a bit more. And we had another chance here, just 10 minutes after the goal. Morris played it back to Eze, and he managed to get his hat-trick. 5-2. We were 2-0 down after 6 minutes, and we were leading 5-2. This was a really good comeback, and this might even be one of the games of the season because, well, so far it definitely is. It's really unpredictable. I don't think anyone would have predicted us to beat Manchester City. But Manning here made a really... I don't know why I did this. I thought he was going to get the ball and he didn't. And then we got another red card from another stupid challenge, obviously, as he got one earlier in the season. Luckily though, Manchester City couldn't do anything with the remaining like 15 or so minutes with 10 men, and we went to the Etihad, just smashed and grabbed a point. They weren't really that good in the second half, to be honest. They were still better than us overall, but we won. And yeah, that was a huge giant killing because Manchester City probably the best team in the league, like on FIFA anyway. Obviously in real life it's Liverpool, which is clear from the Premier League table. But yeah, I was really proud of how well the team did here, and obviously that win meant that we closed the gap quite significantly on Manchester City, because they were flying. They had 33 points after 11 games, then they drew, and now they've lost. So clearly, you know, they're not unbeatable, and maybe they'll do what Aston Villa did last season and start to drop off a little bit. Obviously last season though, no one could catch Villa. This season us and Liverpool are right up there with City, and one of us could overtake them. Maybe QPR will win the Premier League this season. It's Spurs on it as well, but obviously Liverpool hadn't played their match, and they did win their game that they had in hand on us, and they went top of the league. So yeah, QPR are doing really well this season. Can we keep it up? Hopefully we can. And hopefully in the next episode we'll continue our really good run of form, because we play Arsenal.